what, when, where, why? That's a song that at the end of Spy Kids 2, when it says executive producer Harvey Weinstein. And then it cuts to Carmen in like midriff exposed, dance around on stage. Who, what, when, where, and why? It's weird. It's real. Next time,
it's real.
Next time Spy Kids 2 is on and you're near the end, you gotta watch it because it's like you can't make that shit up.
This is staying in, by the way.
I'm not surprised. I saw you reach over, hit the record button in the middle of our Spy Kids conversation.
And over Spy Kids
Who, what, when, where, or why? That is...
okay. I'm gonna go ahead and start recording. I'm just gonna double check that I don't pull a session 2 and have our the other microphone turned on, because that'd be bad. Yes, it is not on. And I have the correct refresh rate. We are all set.
Are there any songs that aren't supposed to be funny that you think are like endlessly hilarious?
Boom.
That's true. What's Tom Waits? You know what? That's the same guy, the robot song, and he also sings the Shrek 2 song, the I like my wine with a little drop of poison.
Oh my god.
I was thinking more, you know, that song by Enya. Who can say? To me, that song is hilarious. And I don't understand how anybody doesn't think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway, go ahead and sync.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and press Zartog in 3, 2, 1, go. And yes. Welcome back, gentles and ladiesmen, to our award-winning Paper Mario 1000-Year Door playthrough. Which has definitely not undergone a hiatus. What are you talking about?
No, that's...
we recorded this immediately after session 4, yeah.
Yeah, we just got back from a break.
Yeah.
Quick water break.
Oh my goodness, Mario, could that be an email from Princess Peach?
I don't remember any of the voices. I mean, I remember them all perfectly.
Somebody
My dear
was Pete.
Mario, I have finally learned what the legendary treasure is. It is the spirit of a demon.
Garbor was Pete.
Oh, yeah.
The X-Nauts plan to revive...
Did you just call Lord...
What's his name?
Did you just call Lord Crump
I almost
Garbor?
called him Zartog, but that's like a little too obvious.
The X-Nauts plan to revive this 1000-year-old monster.
I was thinking the other X-Naut guy, the main...
Garchomp. Grotus.
Garchomp?
Yeah. And use its power to take over the world. They're collecting the crystal stars so they can open the 1000-year door. They'll find this demon
You
spirit.
said you didn't remember anything, but you remember that Peach is like Southern Belle.
But the only thing that can keep...
wife.
Mrs. Marianne Tabucci?
Yeah.
But the only thing that can keep it locked away is the crystal stars themselves. You must not let them get the crystal stars. Please, Mario, you must put a stop to their horrible plans. Princess Peach.
I'm not convinced that
Ancient demon spirit.
you aren't the only person who's given Peach that voice in some context like this.
Yeah, there's like some old Flash animation where they did it.
There might be some old Newgrounds animation with somebody's head exploding where she sounds like that, but
It'll be in the Henry Stickmin collection that just came out. Anyways, you guys might notice that the footage is a little sharper. It's because I've upgraded my Swiss to the latest version, which features the ability to change the horizontal stretch of the graphics. Because all GameCube games are stretched internally. They render at some resolution, and then are stretched to some other resolution, so that when you put them on a CRT, they'll look correct. So I've turned that shit off, so this actually is much more accurate to what it looks like on the inside. Why do I have so many boo sheets?
because who's gonna use a boo sheet?
True.
True.
I'm never gonna use that. I guess we'll grab Flurry here to see what... Yeah, we haven't been down on this side of the Rougeport sewers, as Mr. Haddix would call them.
You guys, I gotta tell you this story. The other day, me and Mike were on a walk, right?
Oh shit, I accidentally went into the Pit of 100 Trials.
And I saw him. He said, go on ahead, and I went on ahead for a little bit. I was wondering, what's Michael up to? And he didn't think I was watching, and he lifted up, there was this beetle in his hand. It was like a Snow White moment almost, right? And then I saw him look left. Then he looked right. And then so fast I could barely tell what happened, he just ate it. Shoved it in his mouth and chomped right into it. And I didn't bring it up until now because I forgot to bring it up, but you want to expound on
So
what I caught you
we're back
doing?
at the 1,000-year door. Let's lift up the new crystal star we just got.
Dodging the fucking question.
I mean, what? I like beetles. What do you want me to say? They taste good.
Hashtag beetle lore. Let's get it trending. I need to know.
I mean, eating beetles is.
Okay.
Anyways. This is already a disaster.
We'll talk about the thing you did with the maggots later, but we're on to chapter 5. What do you think of this chapter? Any introduction for this chapter you want to bring up, Michael?
Well, first I have to do some reading.
Oh.
Quickly now, let's go to the professor's office.
You'll never forget this
We must
voice.
advise him about Princess Peach's email.
That's weird.
Did I remember them all after like a year?
No, that's just like Mario talking about email.
Yeah.
You bullshit! You remember every single voice. Are you kidding me?
That was written in Princess Peach's email? The legendary treasure is actually the spirit of an ancient demon? And those fates want to use the power of the crystal stars to resurrect it? How bone-chilling! Sadly, it does seem to be consistent with what I've uncovered.
Pray tell, what information have you uncovered, frankly?
This is rather long, so you'd best listen well. Are all of you ready? And you there, in front of the TV, you listen up too.
I declare you've gone batty. What TV? To whom are you speaking,
Subtle,
frankly?
like the B in the subtle.
Oh, never you mind. Don't worry about such trivial details. Just listen. The great cataclysm that I read about in that book may well refer to this demon. It says that a monster destroyed a large town that once stood on this very area. It also says that the 7 crystal stars were actually created by this monster. And that this thing used the power of the crystal stars to try to control the world. According to this book, the demon was defeated in the end by 4 heroes. But only the beast's physical form was destroyed. Its spirit could not be eradicated. So the heroes used the crystal stars, which they had stolen from the demon, and they cast
he's
the
getting
evil
tired.
beast into the depths of a vast maze and sealed the exit. From this, I gathered that the crystal stars cannot distinguish good from evil. So, if they're all united, they can either seal away or resurrect the demon. It seems that God who wields the crystal stars determines if they're used for evil or good.
Well, we must consider the idea that gathering the crystal stars is unwise. What if we found them all and then got waylaid? That awful thing could live again. Forgive me for saying so, but should we consider destroying them?
That was my first thought too, but further research suggests we can't do that. There's a slight possibility that the 1,000-year door is weakening. It seems the crystal stars hold the power to seal the beast for 1,000 years. So once 1,000 years pass, the power to keep the door sealed shut will fail. And unfortunately, this year may be the 1,000th year. Bad luck, huh? The fact that those goons want the stars may be coincidence, but maybe not. In other words, we must be ready for the demon's return, even if the X-Nauts fail.
Well, what are we dallying for? We must find the rest of the crystal stars. Where to next, frankly?
According to the map, it appears to be somewhere on Keelhaul Key.
Keelhaul Key?
I'm not too familiar with the place, but I've heard countless unsavory rumors. You know, the usual stuff. Vengeful spirits full of hatred, evil curses, things like that. I'm sure the sea salts down by the harbor know more. You should head there first.
We're gonna go.
Need a break after that one.
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn off the sleep on this so that we don't have to keep wiggling the mouse. It takes us back to the good times of Grundle Saha.
Grundle Saha, the classic. Is that ever gonna...
I think I have the audio saved on here, but I don't know. That session wasn't that good.
I kind of like the idea of it being like a myth, the myth of the Grundle Saha event that nobody will ever see.
And that's just what we're gonna call that playthrough.
Just imagine with no other context. I doubt anybody's gonna know it. How many people know about that game?
It's kind of infamous. Like, I'm sure if we mentioned Devil's Third, people...
Yeah, but then they're gonna they know Grundle Saha by name. Although I imagine if anybody played it on hard, they might know Grundle Saha.
Let's go ahead and upgrade Dupless.
Just imagine Michael screaming at the top of his lungs about a guy named Grundle Saha.
I was not screaming.
You had the audio right. That's definitely a lie. You definitely screamed. Anyway, it'll be an urban myth. The battle with Grundle Saha. Have we had any character have Plankton's voice?
Yes. Sorry, yes. That would be Grotus.
Oh, so Garchomp was Plankton. Because I don't really have like dreams that often, but one time recently I unironically had a dream where I was so happy because I could perfectly do a Plankton impression. I was so pumped. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, fuck.
The Krabby Patty secret formula.
Krabby Patty secret formula. Hey, Pencil Neck, slither on over here.
Slither your way over here.
Unhand that ice cream cone, or I will make your life a whirling torrent of pain and misery.
You know, it's funny. My friends on the Unversecast are always like, Michael, you speak like your humor is just references.
Yeah?
And then I realized that's because that's just you and I, that's just the kind of jokes we make.
Yeah, and then like reference humor is pretty awful, but...
Yeah. Unless if it's...
Reference humor is like, if you don't get it, it's awful. And if you do get it...
It's not funny because it's based on something that you already think is funny. Unless if you're talking about... Who, what, when, where, why?
Yeah, I don't care who you are, that's hilarious.
That scene was really weird too, because you're talking about like the concert scene after the Isle of Lost Dreams, right?
In the second one, yeah. It's like in the credits.
I'll have a milk. Well, I headed to Circuit Break Island and got me a marvelous compass piece. You wouldn't believe it, bro. Talk about thrills, chills, and spills. It was pretty nuts, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story.
Before we embark on this, Michael, I need you to play the 5-second clip where Luigi from I think it's the Super Mario World show. He goes, he's a baby. His like whole body's a baby, but he's got Luigi's regular head on him, and he goes, "Hey Mario!" Put it right here.
Hey Mario!
Okay. Which sounds good to me. Which part of my story you want to hear, bro?
See you guys in 30 minutes.
Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we had this incredible racket. We soon found out that they held kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there on the trophy they give to the winner, it was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed it away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the kart race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought I'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts were supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles were armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best carts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed into the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped into last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other carts crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, Mo. I took the piece off my trophy and handed it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me towards Chesafras town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess, random words would form poetry. Random words would form poetry if spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me, Princess Eclair. Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back in my boat and came back in the rogue port, and that's what's been up with me. If you want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around.
So, I saw Michael look over at the waveform and then turn the thing down a little bit. It made me laugh, and that made him laugh. That's what that was. But holy,
Yeah, I'm Twerk. And don't for a second think this dude's telling the whole story. The only reason I lent him my rig was because it got down on his knees and begged. And what happens? He's in it for 1 second before he completely totals it. Idiot. I'm not letting this dip out of my sight till he repays me the 5,000 coin repair costs.
So I got another true story to tell about Michael. He's been playing Halo downstairs, right?
The legendary co-op playthrough will happen eventually, folks. Don't worry.
Yes. But every single time he saw a new enemy, he would say, "What ho, a foe!" And it was so annoying because he played every single campaign and literally every single encounter. Every single encounter. And every time he won, he'd say, "All hail the conquering hero."
The triumphant return. My stanza.
The impression let's play.
Up by Half Peak, there's an ambush waiting for you.
You set us up.
Isn't that like such an unlikely success? Don't you feel like the first Ice Age?
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it'd be as... But it is funny. It is... I don't know. I watched it pretty recently. It holds up. I mean, visually it's got some... You know... This is my review of Ice Age. My 2020 retrospective of Ice Age on DVD. The DVD, I don't know if it was the DVD for Ice Age, but for some reason, I don't remember the context, but it was like, we like had it in, but didn't have the remote, and it would like...
Oh yeah, it was one of... Oh, you know what I remember? There was that one Disney Christmas song collection. You remember this?
Yeah, well that's a different story.
Which got stuck in the SUV DVD player.
I had one of those
when
little...
growing up, Eric and I, we had a sister. And, well, I mean, we still have a sibling now, but they had like a DVD with Christmas Disney songs that they like to watch, and it got stuck in the DVD player in our mom's SUV. So for like a year,
like a piece of shit.
for like a year, that was like the one thing we could watch while driving.
It was this horrible. It wasn't like that Mickey Mouse Christmas.
For all the times that we've watched, I can't remember a single thing that happens in it.
No, because it's not like an animated fun. It's like
no matter how much I
dancing
look,
around.
life never gets any easier for me. Know what I mean? There's gotta be a way to just go poof and get rich, you know? Poof.
What a weird little design.
Yeah.
Oi, you with the mustache! What's with this stink, are ya? You got something to say? Right, don't ask me anything. I'm like an encyclopedia, I am. I can answer anything.
Oh, okay. Listen, mate, don't ask me about that place. I ain't got no need for a curse for the Pirate King.
Slipped into Boomhauer there.
Not really.
I'll tell you what.
Was that Hank Hill?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Well, let's hear yours.
Bobby. Fuck you, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
I'll kill you. This is you.
So we gotta go
You
talk.
crossed me for the last time.
I'm Mr. Big.